Today, Fortnite has released the cinematic trailer for Chapter 4 Season 3, and there are so many hidden details in this trailer. So today, I'll be breaking down everything that you missed in this trailer. Maybe you picked up on some of it, but I'll be breaking down literally everything they revealed about Chapter 4 Season 3. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video. Now, obviously, starting it off, the very obvious one, a giant part of the map has caved in, and we are now going to get an enormous new wild themed POI. This is definitely going to be a massive area of the map that is obviously themed around wild. I'm guessing that this is going to be pretty contained to a corner of the map. While the entire map will start to get like the wild theme throughout the season, I'm guessing that right off the bat, there's going to be one main area where all of the wild stuff is, and this is that area. Alongside that, in case you don't already know, 3 out of the 4 skins that are shown here, obviously not Fish Stick, but the other 3 skins are going to be in the Battle Pass. In case you haven't seen my other Battle Pass videos that I've released on this season, 3 of those skins are going to be in the Battle Pass that you can unlock in-game once the season drops. So just thought I'd point that out to you guys as well. Now, next up, they slide down the cliff. Of course, we already have the sliding mechanic in-game, but immediately Fish Stick slides into mud. Now, this is not just a cinematic choice that Epic used in this trailer. That mud is going to be a new mechanic in game. I don't know if you're going to be able to get like stuck in it. Maybe it'll slow down your walking speed, but there is going to be some sort of new mud feature that we'll see at some point in Chapter 4 Season 3. Maybe there will be a rain mechanic where after it rains in game, then it starts to get muddy on the ground and you can't walk as fast in certain areas. There's a lot of different ways they could do this, but every single one of them is going to be so cool. Now, next up, right after we get that mud detail, we instantly go to the raptors. And obviously, raptors have a bit of a new look to them, and that's because they've got a bit of a new feel to them. They are no longer just your enemy in game. They are now your friend, and you can ride raptors. My guess is that this is going to be a very similar system to how we actually have rode animals in the past, but typically what it is you either feed it some sort of meat, and then you just, jump on it, or you just jump on it, and now you can ride it. I'm guessing that raptors are going to work the same way, where they're initially hostile towards you and they want to attack you, but then the second that you jump on their backs, they're good to go and you're ready to ride them. Maybe there will be some sort of saddle item that you need in order to ride them, but I doubt it because in the trailer, it does look like they're just riding them as raptors. So in my opinion, I think this is going to be a very nice and simple system that allows you to ride the raptors very easily. Now, before we move on to another detail, I do just want to point out here that the raptors spawned in from eggs. This means that there's probably going to be set spawn locations around the map where you can actually find the raptor eggs that will hatch throughout the match. This is going to make it so much nicer if you have a challenge where you need to ride on a raptor, because that way you don't have to go searching around the map for a raptor and try and find one naturally spawning. Instead, you can know where their eggs spawn and then just go straight to them. So just a little bit of a hidden detail there that probably a lot of you guys missed. Now, next up, right as the main character from the Battle Pass is dismounting his raptor, he hops onto a vine and rides on it like a grind rail. That's right, the grind rails from this season, the ones that are all futuristic themed, are now being turned into vines. So it's going to be the exact same system that we saw this season, except instead of riding some futuristic technology, now you're just riding on a vine, which is really, really cool in my opinion. Just a nice little change to update in accordance with the new theme that we're getting in Chapter 4 Season 3, Wild. Now, next up, we pan to the building that is in the middle of the new wild POI. This is most likely going to be like Tilted Towers for a while because everyone is going to drop here. As they walk into this new spot, you can see new guns are in their hands, and we actually get a better view of these earlier in the trailer. Now, we're not entirely sure exactly what they are yet, but as of the moment, the best guess that I have is most likely this is a new shotgun and probably a new AR. That would be my best guess in general, but again, that's complete speculation just from looking at them. Let me know what you guys think these are in the comment section down below, because genuinely, I think these could be a ton of different weapons, and I'm really excited to see how they turn out in game. Now, as we continue along in the trailer, we get to this new weird item, and as Triggerfish picks it up, Optimus Prime shows up in a giant form, and he summons his mini Optimus Prime, the tier 100 skin for this season. So obviously it's confirmed Optimus Prime is our tier 100 skin, but we also get a new mythic Transformers item that looks like it's going to shoot a massive damage laser, something like plasma cannon. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways that this Transformers item could be used. I'm really hoping that you can transform yourself into a car with it, but that is honestly just a hope because it looks like it's mainly going to be a damage weapon. But I'm guessing that you're going to be able to get this mythic item specifically from this temple and then maybe a few other locations throughout the map. But in my honest opinion, I'm guessing that they're going to keep this spawn exclusively to the Optimus Prime location on the map just to make it incredibly contested and really hard to get, which also means that this item is going to be very powerful. So I'm super excited to see what it actually does once it drops in game. Now we're nearing the end of the trailer, but we still have a lot of really cool stuff. The new explosive plants that are going to be around the map. As you guys saw in this trailer, when the Optimus Prime mythic is shot at one of these plants, it explodes in a massive explosion, and these things are going to be placed everywhere around the wild POI, and maybe even everywhere around the map. These things are basically going to be like gas stations, except now they're plants. So they're just going to be random explosives that you can blow people up with. Honestly, I think this is going to be a really cool and fun mechanic that's getting added. Oh, and by the way, it looks like some of these plants are going to create stink bomb effects, where if you stay in that area over time, you're going to take damage just like with the stink bomb. So there's probably going to be a lot of different types of these plants, not just explosive ones, which is really, really cool. Now, as our group runs out of the temple and gets exploded out of it, we get our final scene, not only with a new sniper rifle, but with Dr. Sloan returning. So not only are we going to get a ton of new weapons, but we're getting Dr. Sloan back in the lore. I'm super excited to see what she can do. If you guys don't remember, she died during one of the live events in Chapter 3 when she was, trying to blow up the map. But basically, she's back now. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I guess we'll find out next season. So I'm super excited to see how that pans out. But this is not the end of the Easter eggs. There are still more on the very final teaser image for the season. So in this final slide, there are 3 new things that I want to cover. Now, obviously, there's some old stuff in here, like the vines now being like the grind rails, now being able to ride raptors, but there's 3 new things in this slide that I haven't covered yet. The first one being the item that this person from the Battle Pass is holding in their hands. It looks like it's going to be some sort of boomerang item. I have no idea how this is going to work in game, but I'm super excited to see what they do with it because it looks sick. It looks like it's going to be some form of like kinetic item. So maybe it'll be like the hammers that we had back in Chapter 3 Season 4. Was that, or was that Chapter 4 Season 1? Wow, that was pretty recent. Anyways, this looks like it's going to be some form of new kinetic item, which is honestly really cool. The second thing is this new flint knock pistol type item. I don't think this is going to be the flint knock itself. I'm guessing it's going to be some new and improved variation of it, but I'm hoping that it's got some of the similar effects. Hopefully it's still got that knockback that lets you go into the air, but hey, maybe this one will give you the low gravity effect so it completely negates fall damage. I don't know, I'm just saying it could be possible. Now, the third thing that I noticed in this final slide that you probably didn't is the new multicolored llama. If you look very close back here, there's a blue and red llama that has a glowing effect coming off of it. I have no idea what this means, why this llama is here, but it's here. So we need to try and figure out what this is going to be, and we will tomorrow when the season gets released, and I'll be covering everything in the new update. So tomorrow, when these new llamas get added into the game, I will show you guys exactly what they are, what they do, what they drop, all that good stuff. So for now, make sure to leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it or you learned anything new from it. Make sure to stay subscribed to the channel for all of the news updates on tomorrow's update. And if you guys did enjoy the video, like I said, like it so it can get out to more people so that more people can see all of these hidden details. Make sure to stay subscribed to the channel if you want to see more stuff like this in the future, or just stay up to date on everything new in Chapter 4 Season 3. But for now, like I said, I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in the next one.